Well, greetings, Masters University students. This is again Mr. Doucette. This is week 7. We have 2 weeks to go this week and next, and then we're done with our business communications course here at the Masters University. This week, you're going to be looking at obviously employment communications. So you're looking at resumes, cover letters, and then dealing with some interviewing skills, preparing for an interview, things like that, which these could be very helpful topics in the near future for you as you continue or as you start looking for a job, the job of your dreams. Anyway, this is 2 weeks ago. I just want to warn you that there is this week, one of your assignments is going to be doing a persuasive video. It's supposed to be just a couple minutes long, and it's not difficult, but just make sure you follow the AIDA method. I'll explain that in a minute. And then also you get ready for your final week, which is next week. You're definitely going to have a lot to get done, so don't tie yourself up too much. Free up your schedule as much as you can and finish the class strong. But let me go ahead and stop sharing here, and I'll go ahead and go to our class in Canvas. So here we are. And of course, we're in week or module number 7. So let's go there. Oh, it didn't show up on here for some reason. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go to module 7. Huh. This is my way here. Hold on. All right, module 7. I selected that. And of course, you have your reading and your lectures, etc. You have a discussion post on social media for business, which is, I think it's just asking your opinion about that. I don't know if it has anything to do with the X3 or not. I don't believe it does. But anyway, just do the discussion post as you have been. Get it done by Thursday. That way you don't get penalized for being late. And then you have from Friday, Saturday, Sunday to comment on other students. And by the way, speaking of that, I did get a little behind this week on grading. I've been really on top of it till this week. I just had too much going on, not personally, just in bit work. So anyway, that's why I got behind. But be getting all that done over the next day or two, and have everything up to date and graded. But you once again, you have a discussion post. You have a couple of grammar assignments. These are your last grammar assignments, and then you have a couple of writing assignments. And I think these are both legit writing assignments where you are once again helping X3 with different scenarios. I believe one of them may be something to do with requesting a reference for a reference, which may be helpful to you because you may want to ask me for a reference. So that'll be great. I'll tell you about that in a bit. Anyway, that's going to be it for this week. I think it was the writing assignment number 13. Sorry, this is the one that you're going to be doing the pitch, the AIDA pitch for a business or a product. And so the idea here is that you're following the persuasive message format, which is AIDA, grab my attention, build my interest, uh, create desire. And you create desire by removing my resistance. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, grab my attention, then build my interest, all the benefits, all the positives of this product or service. But then when you get to the D, you're going to anticipate, well, you may be thinking this is expensive, or, in order to get me over the edge and remove my resistance, offer me a discount, for trialing it or whatever. So some way of overcoming my resistance is what the D stands for. That's how you create a desire. Like the interest, like, okay, I'm interested now. It's like I gotta have it, and the gotta have it is the desire piece by overcoming my overcoming my resistance or anticipating an objection and answering it. Those are the best ways to fulfill the D. And then finally, drive it home at the end. You should always have some course of action, some way of getting me to want to make it easy for me to do. So include your web address, include your phone number, drive it home and say, sign up today and here's how. And then you give me, the way to do it. Buy our product today. Here's how you can do it the best way, and give me a website or tell me a store to go to or something like that. So that's the writing assignment 13. And then writing assignment 14, I believe, is probably going to be either a memo or an email. Once again, I think it's a reference, requesting a reference letter from somebody at X3. But anyway, that's pretty much it for week number 7. We have one more week, and I'll be sending out one more video next week, and I'll have some special instructions and offers in there. I mentioned to you about doing a reference letter. Well, that's one of my offers for you. If need be, I can help you with that at some point if you want a reference for a college or a reference for a job or whatever, you can certainly use me for that. And I'll talk about that a little bit next week. So have a great week, everyone, and please don't wait to get started on the last week's work because you do have a big portfolio to finish with a presentation. You should use PowerPoint in that presentation and a written assignment, and make sure you utilize everything you're learning in this class. You should have single-spaced paragraphs, a lot of graphics, a lot of design, text design, because that's what a business document has, especially a report or proposal. So make sure you utilize everything we learned in this class. Don't bail out on it in this last assignment. And unfortunately, a lot of students do. They just go right back to writing an essay, and it's not an essay, it's a proposal and it's a business document. So make sure it looks like one. All right, have a great week. You'll see me on video again next week.